What it do, YouTube? This is Carmelita&Family back with another freaking video. Um, I just wanted to get on here and talk about like interracial dating. And I'm a black woman. My dad is from Cuba, but he is black as my hair. So minus the grays. But anyways, um I've only ever dated my race, except I dated one Honduras guy, which I think he was like my second boyfriend. He was like so sweet, like really sweet guy. Really sweet guy. He treated me like I was gold, and but he was like also really jealous. Like he had like that kind of jealous thing. Like if I talked to another guy, he was like, was that you know, it was always like that. So I wish I didn't find it. I mean, at the time I thought it was kind of not weird, but like I didn't like it. I didn't like the whole jealousy thing or whatever. And I didn't like it. And but anyways, back to what I was saying, I did date the Honduras guy. And I used to also talk to a Puerto Rican guy. But my father is from Cuba, so Spanish, I don't think that kind of mattered. But like so I did date like white, but they were both white Spanish. So they weren't like dark or they weren't like black Spanish or anything like that. But if you would have asked both of them, they considered themselves as black Spanish or whatever. But skin color, if you're looking at them, definitely white Spanish. But anyways, white Hispanic. But I've only dated, Hispanic. I mean, I dated the Hispanic guy and black. I've never like, fully went the other way or talked to another race. And I'm really thinking now, like, should I open up my playground? Not playground. For that's horrible terminology, but like I'm thinking, like, even though I'm not dating now, and I'm single, and I am not about to date right now. I'm like literally, I got so many things I'm working on, and things I'm about to get done, and things I am in the process of doing. It's a little net in the process of doing, so I don't have time to date or pursue dating in any way. Not right now. Because I definitely want to focus on the things I have to focus on and getting my life together and getting this body right, because this body is ridiculous. And just getting my businesses, getting the business together, and my finances in order, and like just a couple of little things I'm working on. But anyways, I'm really thinking, like, not thinking, yeah, oh yes, Sam. I'm thinking that when I actually do start dating, I am definitely going to, open up my horizon and be open to like all opportunities, like all ethnicities, or, all races. I'm going to open up myself to it. And I'm not for sure if it's like the thing to do or the right thing to do, because I've only been open to black men. But if not if no, this is based on me, so I'm not gonna, because like I can say, because I did I've been, as a black woman, you see so many black men dating other races, and just like, I don't know, like I said, I've never been intimate with any other race besides that Honduras guy. But me and the Honduras guy dated for like 2 years, and we were like really serious. And I left him to go back to my child's father, and which I shouldn't have. But anyways, that's what I did, and he was like a really nice guy, and it was just like I don't know. I just felt like I felt like that my child's father and I should have been together. I was, wanting the whole 2-parent household, but it was toxic. And it's like most of the relationships I'm in are very toxic men, and it's my fault. It's my picking the way I choose them, and I see the flags in the beginning, and I just ignore them. And I seen this thing, and I was looking at this documentary earlier about about black men talking about women and in general, and this one guy was saying that women, the way you treat a female, like a woman will treat you good in the beginning, but if she starts seeing, if she starts seeing you're treating her this way, and you're doing this to her, you're saying this to her, she's going to emulate that behavior, and she's going to basically give you that back in return, which it sounds so childish, but it's definitely the way I've been in like all of my relationships, in most of my relationships actually. But I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I want to be with someone that wants to be good, because when I was with the Honduras guy, he never treated me bad. So I think if we did argue, it was only about his jealousy. It was just like that. It wasn't like nothing that was super like over the top. It was never any like, oh, fuck, bump you, B. It was never anything like that significant to the point that we broke up. And when we broke up, he was so sad, and he was crying, and he was just saying, why, like we were good, we're good or whatever. And I just was like, that I got back with my child's father, and at the time, my daughter, she was just 1, and bear in mind, she's almost 16 now. She'll be 16 in October. So that was the reason why I left him. But we were so really good. He treated me so well, so I treated him well in return. And I emulated his behavior. I imitated his behavior. The way he treated me, that was the way I treated him. So it wasn't never any type of bad blood. Like I said, it was no arguments. It was no fighting. We were really good together. And but it's like, I've dated four black men, and four black men, and oh wait, yeah, four black men in total in my life, and him. So that's 5 boyfriends altogether. But anyways, all of them I've ever dated was just like very aggressive, very rah, very I don't know. It's like what I was watching this YouTube video, and this lady says, in order for you to date a black man as a black woman, you have to be strong. Like, you have to be built for that. Like, you really do. You really have to be tough. Like, I don't know. It's a lot, and you have to take a lot. You have to take a lot, like mentally, physically, emotionally. You have to take a lot and still stick with them. And if you don't, then you're being called a bad person, or you don't love them, or you don't appreciate them, or, whatever. Like, you're being called, and it makes you like really think about yourself, and like, am I this bad person? Even though I know I'm not oblivious that I have a lot of stuff that I have to work on myself. I really do. I have a lot of stuff that I have to work on. I am very passionate, and I am very soft, and I am very sensitive, and I am very I don't know. I like to, when I'm talking to my mate, I like to say, sometimes I'll say something random, like something very random. We can be sitting here watching, a movie or whatever. And something from last week or weeks ago will pop into my head. I'll be like, and I'll say something, and I'll speak on that, and you'd be like, what the heck? Where'd that come from? And for me, I'll just think it's a joke, and we can keep moving forward. But to some men, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I want to be able to have my own opinions, and on situations and about life and on the relationship. I want to be able to have my opinion, and if I'm not being heard, or if I'm not being taken seriously, then I feel like, why am I even doing this? Because if I have to shut myself down to only adhere to what you're saying and only you, then I feel like that I've lost all of me, or I've lost a lot of me, or bits and pieces of me, or whatever. And so I don't like that. I think it's, I don't know, it kind of chips away at me or whatever. So so I don't know, but I don't know how it is to date other races besides the Honduras guy I dated. And when I dated him, it was wonderful. I was working at Walmart, and he would always come through my line or whatever. Like, he would, like, the lines would be so much shorter on the other ones, and at the other registers. And he would always come through my line, and I'd be like, you could just go over there. I would tell, like, don't you not, when you're in a grocery store and the line is so long, and you're like, another one of the registers open or whatever, and then like, people towards the back, they scurry to the other registers so they can be checked out fast. He would just stand there like, wait. He did this for a while, like maybe a month before we ever talked or anything. And it was cute. So, but I had seen it, and he was so shy. And, but anyways, he was so shy about it. And, so I had been seeing it, like I said, for about a month and a half or whatever. And next thing, so I asked him, um, I said, do you want to go on a date? And he said, yeah. He was so cute. But he was like shorter than me. He was, I think I'm like 5'9", 5'10", but I think he was like 5'7", 5'5", 5'6". He was way shorter, not way shorter, but like shorter or whatever. And, but he was like the sweetest guy I've ever dated in my life. And he took care of my feelings. Like, he took care of my emotions. He took care of all of that. And I took care of his. And it was good. It was so really good. And I don't know why. Sometimes I kick myself that I literally left something like that behind, than opposed to me dating another guy, like my boyfriend before this one, before the last one I had. We were tight too. Like, we were really cool. Actually, yeah, we were really cool. And I dated him for about a year and a half, 2 years, 2 years. And but it was like a on and off thing, because he was living like a very fast life. In other words, he was doing things that he shouldn't have done. He shouldn't have been doing. And and he was really cool. He was like really, really cool. He was a really cool guy as well. But he was really cool. And like I said, he was in and out of like like I said, doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing. And the reason why we broke is because he had got a job. And bear in mind, he was staying with me. And he got his first check. And he got his first check. And I have been taking him back and forth to work, been feeding him, making his lunches when he go to work, cooking, just cooking, because I have children, so I was cooking, but I was making his, doing my girlfriend duties or whatever, or doing my thing as a girlfriend or whatever. And he got his first check. And he got his first check. Oh, I keep on saying it. And he decided to go out with it. So I wasn't too pleased with that. And I'm like, I talked to him about it. I'm like, so you're not gonna um feed the gas tank? You're not going, feed the house? Because at the time I wasn't on food stamps. I was making, pretty decent money. So I was making pretty decent money. And when I if I don't need a service, I'm not going to take advantage of it. That's just the type of person I am. But if I need a service, I am definitely going to take advantage of it and use it to the best of my ability, because I do have children. And even if I didn't, that still wouldn't that still wouldn't be me. I'm not gonna take advantage of something that I don't need or whatever. But if I need it, then I'm definitely going to use it, because that's what it's there for. But anyways, I was not getting food stamps. I was paying, I think, $1,200 a month for rent. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I know for y'all it's just a pause. I mean, it's just a continuous motion. I had to go in there and talk to my son. He decided to scream and holler. My son has this thing where if he's not winning a game, he wants to scream and holler at the other person that's winning. But if he's winning, he wants to laugh at the other person. We don't play games like that. So he's not going to do that. He's going to get off his game for the rest of the day, think about what he's doing, and we can try this again tomorrow. But anyways, my ex-boyfriend before last, he was, what was he doing? He was, oh yeah, he got his check. He decided to go and spend everywhere else besides home. So I had a problem with that. Like, you've been staying with me for some time now, and as soon as you get money, you want to go out and spend it elsewhere. So I thought that was a problem. So I talked to him about it. He didn't like what I had to say, so he packed up and left. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. When I asked him about it, I was very angry, so it didn't come out so well. And he didn't even get an attitude about the way I initially said it. He was more so upset that I actually said it. And I'm like, what? I'm not understanding. But anyways, yeah. But like I said, the situation was very toxic. I was in a different place in my life. This was 6 years ago. And different place in my life. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I was just somewhere different. And that's why that ended. But and yet, and he didn't, like I said, I wasn't gonna be with someone who didn't want to pay bills or anything like that. And I kind of did it again. But this last one, he was physically abusive, emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, spiritually abusive, like all abusives. And then once it ended, he stole my 75-inch television. He stole my surround sound. He stole food out of my freezer. He stole my kids' piggy bank that had at least $50 in it, or $60. It could have been more. He stole the kids' piggy bank. He stole some shirts. He stole some change out of my car that I keep in my door. He stole that out. He also stole my kicks, which he bought them for me. So he took those back. He also stole my slides. He stole a whole bunch of stuff from me. But that was the last time. And so I don't want to do that again. And so for me, I think now is just time for me to take a mental break, to literally just dive nose deep into the things that I have to do for me. Like I said, starting with this weight gotta go. Weight gotta go. Weight has to go. And I'm still in the process of fixing up my apartment. It's been a year I've been here, and I'm still nowhere near done, because we're going to be here for a while. My daughter wants to go to she's wanting to finish high school here in the state of Tennessee. So she's wanting to finish high school because in her 11th grade year they're going to Ireland, and she's wanting to go. So and then like every year she's in band, so every year they go on like a trip or whatever, or they do something. This year they're going to Dollywood, and next year I forgot what it is. But anyways, she's only in ninth grade. But she's wanting to like finish out the school year here. I mean, finish out her she's wanting to stay in till high school is finished. And I'm thinking about that because I'm still not for sure that's what I'm wanting to do personally. But we'll see. We will see. But anyways, yeah, but I'm definitely thinking about opening up my dating pool. You know, my when I do start dating, I'm thinking about opening up that. And I didn't even say with my ex-boyfriend, that another reason why, like, for me, I messed up is because I don't like to it's the whole submissive thing for me. And I'm not opposed to being submissive, but if you broke, I really don't want to be submissive to someone that's broke. And I'm not trying to be funny. It's just that if I am providing all, per se, like he door dashed, so he would bring in, some DoorDash money. But let's be for real, that's not really what it is. But he did the best he could, and I was okay with that for a while. But it was just like the arguments became far too much. It was like an everyday thing. Sometimes 3-4 times. I mean, sometimes 3 dates, sometimes 3 arguments out in the day. And I'm not talking about just like, hey, why you do that? No, it was like cussing and screaming and disturbing neighbors, police being called to my apartment by other people in the building, hearing us argue. It became a whole lot. And bear in mind, it's the same person I was with in North Carolina. So I can't do that anymore. I don't like the person I am with him. And then another thing that I did is I guess he would always say, like, if things got hot, I ran or I broke up with him. Like if like by him calling me a B. By him calling me a B, or calling me dumb or stupid or ignorant, or, calling me very insulting names over and over and over again, and wouldn't stop. And blocking me from leaving the house, or blocking me from leaving the house. Or like if the argument became too much, I said I was done with it. I broke up with him so many times, but it was like me literally fighting demons in my head, like fighting my own demons. Like I'm me not wanting to be alone and face myself and look at myself and, face my own demons that I have to work out, that I have to do. And so that was another reason why that was one of the main reasons why I always broke up with him, because it was just a lot going on. And we would argue about stupid stuff though. Very, very stupid stuff. But it was just like me just remembering that, like thinking to myself, like, do I want to be with a man that can talk to me like this? And I can but like in the beginning, he still spoke to me the same way, and I still stayed. And he abused me, and I still stayed. And I still stayed. And because I loved him, and I still do. I still love him. It's just that I turned 39 on May 30th, and it's time for me to change my life. I want something different. I want to do different. You can't continue doing the same thing and expecting a different result in life. So I want to do something different. And it's going to be rough because it's like, how do I move on without him? And how do I move on without him and still live or still continue life or continue on without this man that I was with for 4 years, almost 5 years. How do I move? How do I continue? So it's going to be really rough. So I'm just going to dive deep in what I know best, work, but study my craft because I have a lot of things coming up this year. A lot of things I'm going to get done. So I'm super excited about that. And, but yeah, so I always get off subject, but anyways, the whole dating, outside my race, it kind of scares me because it's something I've never done. Like I said, besides the Honduras guy, but like dating a white guy, or Asian, or Indian, whatever. Just dating non-black, dating a non-black man is really scary. And it's not like I have never been approached by white guys. I've been approached by several white guys. I just went out. Me and my coworker just went out on the town last night, and I got approached by several Caucasian guys. I was just, but I don't do the whole dating outside of black. But it's just like, have I been conditioned not to date anybody else? Have I been conditioned to only date black? Have I? I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. And then my ex used to always say that white men want to control the black woman, or he wants to, like, he looks at the black female as a trophy or something like that. But for me, the only thing I would have a problem with, like if we were to ever to get into an argument, if I was called outside of my name, I would literally lose my freaking mind, And he said it too. Like he said, he's known several black women to date white men, and they've been called the N-word in the heat of an argument or whatever. And the black female stayed with the black man. With the white man. So I could never, like, I would be mortified. And I just like, and I don't know, is it because like I've watched so many slavery movies and I've seen what the white man has done to people that look like me? Is that the reason why I don't want to date a white man? I think all that has something to do with it. And can I relate to him? Can he relate to me? All of that. I talked to my kids about it. My son said, why would you want to do that? Because I've always, like I said, I've conditioned, like I've told them, even though it's wrong for me to say it, that I think, that y'all shouldn't date white. It's not, stick to your culture, stick to your blackness, stick to your black woman or whatever. Talking about my daughter, stick to your black man. And, they've always been, okay. Or they laughed about it when I said it for the first couple of years. But now they're just like, yeah, I don't want to date nobody white or whatever. So have I pushed that on them too? But like last year I was like, if you want to date a white person, then you can. That will be your decision. But I prefer. I said, if you want to date a white person, then that is that's your decision. But I think you should date a black woman or whatever, and that's just my opinion. And so am I wrong for like telling them that? And now are they wrong now since they told me that I shouldn't. And my son said, date a Mexican. And I was like, that's okay too. I'm not, like I was telling my son, like I was telling my boys, the thing is that I don't want to be closed off to any race. So, but the whole white part, that's just going to take me some time to wrap my head around. But like I said, I'm not going to date. I'm not dating now, and nor do I plan to date. I am just going to stay, like I said, single and dive nose deep into things that I have to do, and getting this right. So, yeah, that's what I was just thought I would give y'all some thoughts. And if you have any type of comments, or if you dated outside your race, hit me up and let me know how that went, so I can get a better understanding on it all. And do they really, like, if you date a white man as a black female, do they really call you outside your name? And if they did you stay? Or did you accept it? Or did y'all talk about it? Or how did a conversation like that go? I'm not for sure. And like I said, that would scare me, because it's nothing for a black guy to call you ninja, you ninja. So it's nothing for a black guy to say that to you. But I mean, not being said over and over again like that. But I couldn't imagine it coming from any other race besides a black person. So even though we put so much emphasis on that word, and we've turned that word into so much more, but did they turn that word into so much more when they first assigned it? So I don't know. I really don't know. But let me know your thoughts on just dating outside your race, your race if you're black. I want to know, because like I said, I'm opening up my horizon, and I am going to, look at all types. So yeah, let me know. But you guys have a good night. It's dark over here, and it's about 9. I can't see. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's about my bedtime. Peace out.